Talk to you guys about a scam on YouTube when it comes to powder coating your frame. Be advised, be very cautious when it comes to videos titled something like this. It's only $3 a can. It's only $12 a can. Look how good it looks. Here's the before and here's the after. I powder coated my truck for only $73. For less than $100, you can powder coat your truck. Let me show you how to do it. These videos where they're selling you products that are $3, $5, $10 a can, $12 a can. Let me tell you what they do. They come up and they show you the before and after, and they zoom in and they walk along the frame. They say, wow, look how good it looks, guys. You can get your frame to look like this too. Click on the links below. Let me tell you guys, they make money, they make a commission off you clicking on that link and buying the product. The difference between those low quality products and a high quality product like this is this stuff lasts. All right, this is as good as it gets. This is the top dog. This stuff is, I think it's about $50 or $60 for 2 cans. From what I remember, I could be wrong on that, but it's about $30, $40 a can. With that being said, it cost me approximately about, I want to say, close to $600 to do my frame, my rock bars. This is what happens when you use those scum products. All right, if you don't take care of your stuff, ladies and gentlemen, all right, this is what it looks like. All right, they actually cut this right here. I have no idea why they cut that side of the rock bar off. They did it on the driver's side and passenger side. But you can look at this thing, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is totally rusted. They didn't take care of it. Those rock bars are extremely difficult to find. You want to take care of your stuff. Use a high quality product. All right. When it comes to powder coating, I mean, this also is for engine parts, but we're going to focus on powder coating. These super simple, easy solutions are extremely popular on YouTube. They get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of hits. When it comes to videos like mine that you're watching right now, when I was doing my research, I could not find anyone giving advice like myself. Everyone on YouTube made it sound like it was super easy, anyone can do it, and that's how they want you to feel, because they want you to feel like you can do it. Then you go out and you buy the products, and after that, they could care less how your vehicle looks. Let me tell you guys, if you're sticking with me, you're watching my videos, I want your H2, I want that 6.0 running as efficiently as possible. I want you guys to have max torque, max power, the best ride you can get, all right? I was recently at the GM Nationals and I met quite a few incredible people, and they all said to me how incredible the exhaust sounded, how well the powder coated frame looked. All right, when it comes to powder coating your frame, a couple tools you can use that I didn't mention in my first video. They're pneumatic tools. You can use like a pneumatic jackhammer. It's like a mini jackhammer. It's really hardcore. Also, there's a scaler. It's like a dozen fingers on a scale. It's like this, and it'll scale off the rust. It'll save a lot of time. So if you do have an air compressor, get the pneumatic tools. When it comes to tools for this, if you want to do it correctly, you're going to have the compressor, those pneumatic tools, which I recommend. You can use the drill, which I used, and I did get really good results from the drill. You're looking at probably $600, $700 in high quality spray paint to powder coat the vehicle. You're looking at a lot of time, probably somewhere in the range of around 40 hours to de-rust the frame. You've got to drop the fuel tank. It's no joke. And when you're doing this, you might as well you have to drop the fuel tank if you want to do it correctly. You might as well do the fuel pump at that point as well for your H2. So when it comes to powder coating your vehicle, guys, I kid you not, when I was underneath my vehicle and I was doing this job, I looked like a Civil War soldier, covered in, black sledge, black grime. I mean, you couldn't even recognize me. That's how dirty I was. This is a very dirty job. This is a tough job. This is a difficult job. It's going to cost a little bit of coin. All right. So compared to what these people are saying on YouTube, like 90, probably 8%, they make it sound like it's going to cost like less than $100. Let me tell you guys, you want to do it correctly, it's going to cost you about $1,000 and a lot of time. Now, some of you out there may be thinking, well, maybe I should just go to a place and let them powder coat my vehicle. And this is something I looked into. It would have been like $1,500 or $2,000. It would have been, actually, I think it would have been $1,500 or $2,000. They take a wand and they put the vehicle on a rack and they wand everything. Here's the problem with that, all right? They're not dropping your fuel tank. You need to get up there and you need to check and inspect the frame. You may likely have frame damage like I had. My frame in the center, I've talked about this before, where the fuel tank is, it was actually so rusted out that I cut out a piece of rust, probably 3 by 6 inches. It's no joke. So you got to check for damage. You actually may have significant damage underneath your fuel tank on that cross beam where you need to get a professional weld job done. In my situation, it wasn't that extreme. I didn't really feel it was necessary to get a weld done. Those people aren't going to be dropping your fuel tank. Now here's something else. The fuel tank straps, those get rusted out. So like I replaced my fuel tank straps, powder coated those fuel tank straps. Again, if you're going to be doing this job, you're going to be owning this vehicle, if you want the job done right, guys, let's say I did it. If you found someone like me and I was powder coating your vehicle, I would drop the fuel tank, possibly the exhaust, as well. I would get in there and I would, do the job right. That's going to be extremely rare to find, guys. All right. You need to do this job correctly. It's no joke. Be advised of these super simple solutions. If you ever come across a YouTuber or someone on a forum who says it's super easy, that it only took me 20 minutes to complete, these people say it only takes 20 minutes to complete X, Y, Z, or I dropped the fuel tank, it only took me an hour. They've probably dropped the fuel tank 25 times, or they're a professional and they have the experience where they can do it in an hour. So if someone says something like 1 hour to drop the fuel tank, it's probably going to take you 5 or 6. If someone says it only takes 5 hours to powder coat your whole vehicle, it's probably going to take you more or less 25, 30. So be very cautious of people on YouTube, I can't stress this enough, who are posting super easy, super simple solutions when it comes to powder coating. This is a serious project. Do not take it lightly.